$1 million TV streaming empire. And looking at the lifestyle, you have to commend Bill on his entrepreneurial spirit. You know, he's literally
nigga, look at this fucking bro. This is all his, bro. That's the craziest part about it, nigga. All this is his. Like, you can't say his YouTube ain't had no ain't it helped you out, nigga. You can't say that when you have, like, when you see a fat ass mansion sitting right. You a black male in America. It's fat ass mansion sitting. We don't, mind you, we don't know what you do. That America, they want to keep tabs on what you do, especially when you living better than them. Look at this, my nigga. Look at this. Nigga has a dealership in his front yard. Straight up, look at all of them, bro. It's a dealership in this nigga front yard. He has about, man, like a decent amount of acres of land. Riding bikes through in his backyard with his son and shit, bro. You can't tell me them niggas ain't looking at you, bro. Like, you living a lavish lifestyle. So even if it ain't for the YouTube, nigga, look at your lifestyle you living. You gotta be real chill and discreet when you living with that type of money, my nigga. But you just, man, you making it easy for them niggas. What's up, YouTube? We back with another video, man. Ski. And we have some chill shit. I ain't got too much to say, man. It's the same night, man. It's the 2:30. We still at 2:30. You know what I'm saying? Might be at the little double upload, Ski. Appreciate y'all boys for the love, man. We sitting at 22K. Appreciate y'all boys for the love, man. But yeah, I'm gonna get into this video. It's about Omi and the Hellcat. We finna see what he talking about, low key. No cap.
Bill Omar Kaliskilo, 36 years old, sentenced to 5.5 years in federal prison.
They basically seized millions of dollars out of all my accounts. They took all the cash that I had laying around. They took all my jewelry.
Federal prosecutors say they seized $41 million in assets, 52 properties, and 57 vehicles, including showstoppers like Rolls-Royce, Bentley, and at least 4 Lamborghinis.
Damn,
and while it was live streamed, the FBI arrested Bill Omar Carrasquillo for piracy from cable giants like Verizon, DirecTV, Charter, and Comcast, the parent company of CNBC.
I became a millionaire straight off an idea.
He's a popular Philadelphia area YouTuber known as Omi and the Hellcat, and he was sentenced to federal prison for running one of the most successful TV piracy schemes ever prosecuted by federal officials. He pleaded guilty to charges including copyright infringement and tax fraud last year, back in 2022, and his punishment was announced back in March, which included an order to forfeit more than $30 million in assets. In court, Bill apologized to his family, employees, and companies that he scammed. He said that he didn't know the significance of his crimes until the day that he was arrested by the FBI. $30 million is a lot of money, but tangible objects aren't everything. You have a large following, and there may be people who think if you can get away with it, they can too. U.S. District Judge Harvey Bartle said.
On education to become a millionaire, it's backwards. I became a millionaire, now I'm going back to school. But the one thing that always bothered me about my whole entire case is the scam. I had over 300,000 customers. Not one person's credit cards was ever compromised in my entire case. The word scam to me is terrible. You consider bank fraud because I moved my money from one account to another account. Scam and makes videos with him and my name on it. You know, my name is copywritten, and I will, because the scam associated with me could never even in the same correlation. I never did any rug sweeps. I never took money. I created a service called Gears TV. It became the most popular TV.
That's why I say, gang. Like, from what I'm hearing right now, it sounds like you ain't do no bad. You ain't do like, you never took these niggas' money. They paid you for a pirate site. The problem with this was that, nigga, you were stealing from nigga. The problem was you were flexing the money you were stealing. The sites would have never known. This shit, I didn't even know about your site. You had 300,000 niggas. It was background, underground like a motherfucker. It's a lot of pirate sites out there, my nigga. I can name 5 of them that's free, right? You wouldn't have been found out about if you didn't flex all these cars. The game. You flex Hellcats, Lamborghinis, Bugatti. Not Bugattis, but the Bentleys, nigga. $1 million mansions, talking about this ain't your only crib. You flexing them on, not on your, like, you flexing them on your channel, but you flexing them on other successful content creator channels too, gang. When you doing that, you putting a profile on. So like me, if I was to look you up and I want to be like you, I'm finna find out exactly what you do. And that's how the FBI found you. Hold on, what? It's a black, because you already black, right? They already put a label on your back. We don't know what you do. You just now started out on YouTube, but you had money before YouTube. So what do you do to make this money, right? Nigga got Bentleys, Maybach. He posed in front of his Maybach. That's his Maybach. Come on, now these $1 million mansions, nigga. You ain't never going broke. Like what? Niggas breaking your Lamborghini glass. You talking about that ain't shit to fix? Like what the fuck? What do? You ain't got no business, no real businesses. We see they gonna automatically assume like, cause you internet stunning. That's how they caught that other scam, that big scamming nigga, bro. Forgot his name. He was one of them Yahoo boys. That's how they caught him. Come on up. You can't be flexing this shit.
Streaming service in the world. I didn't pay taxes, which caused a red flag. Another misconception is they should have stood off of YouTube, off of social media, before I even made a YouTube video. This shit was already happening. So, coming on the YouTube was the greatest thing that I've ever done because it gave me a platform for me to fight this case in public. If I would have never went on YouTube, I would have been doing 27 to 30 years now, and no one would have ever heard of me, and that would have been the end of that. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Be mindful how you treat people, treat others, and always keep a positive smile and a positive outlook. It's called rational thinking. That's what I'm trying to learn here in prison is rational thinking. I almost jumped out the window a few times in here. Take your time, assess things, work on yourself, and self-reflect is probably the greatest thing. Thank you guys for everything.
This call is from a federal prison.
I'm on me the Hellcat, and I'm out of here. Peace out, y'all.
Hey, did you miss today's Dip and Rip trade alert? Dip and Rip is a new trade bot that tells me exactly what to buy.
Ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, we will be taking a deep dive to hacked into these cable boxes, and they would essentially could then stream and resell, these copyrighted content that is being transmitted through these cable boxes, like on demand, like on demand movies and TV shows. And they sold a paid subscription to their subscribers over the internet for as low as $15 a month, just like Netflix, right? Except with pirated content.
Yeah.
We all know him as Homie in the Hellcat. Back then, company or the IPTV service we know as Gears TV. He was sentenced today 5.5 years, and he has to pay back over $30 million.
He depended on that money because he built. It don't matter. He built that shit from the ground up. It don't matter what people say. Scamming this, fuck that. He still built a platform, and to have it all stripped away from you with no backup plan is kind of fucked up because he depended on that money. I also think it was pretty stupid, to say he's a criminal. He has criminal offenses and they're all fucking traffic tickets. Look at my rap sheet. Fuck, doesn't make you a bad person. What you did yesterday doesn't make you a bad person today.
Illegal IPT services or internet protocol television has grown into $1 billion a year industry in the United States alone. And to put this into perspective for you guys, the population of North America is approximately 379 million people. You cut that number in half, that is approximately the number of households. With that being said, Bill, also known as Omi and the Hellcat, and his accomplices,
That means most households in America use this pirating software, if not all of them.
7% of North American households subscribing to their service through hardware that was widely available online and preloaded with an app to access copyrighted content known as Gears TV. In this case is one of the most brazen and successful cable TV piracy schemes ever prosecuted by the justice.
Better known as more than 800,000 online followers. I mean, they got played. I ain't telling me shit.
And generating more than $34 million in profits before it was eventually shut down by the federal authorities in late 2019. So his crime wasn't the worst. He was essentially pirating movies and TV shows through, cable television and selling a subscription to people, for much cheaper than any other cable provider at the time. So he was essentially a neighborhood hero, but the cable companies wanted him gone. He was causing too many problems, causing way too many problems for him. They were missing out on way too much money.
Yeah.
And they eventually had to bring him down over a 3-year-long indictment. Just slowly, sitting back and watching everything from the shadows. And that's what's so scary about the feds, they will literally sit back and watch you for years and years and years, letting you run wild, letting you run rampant, committing all types of crimes, felonies, misdemeanors, just so they can note everything that you did during that time, listing everything that you've been doing,
How you get them niggas with
every
the
law
Ricos?
you broke over the course of however long you were under investigation, trying to put you underneath the prison. Now, in addition to a 66-month-long sentence, Bill was also ordered to forfeit $30 million in assets, as well as ordered to pay $11 million in restitution to the cable companies involved for the money they missed out on due to Gears TV pirating their content, and also to the IRS. So the cable companies and the IRS will essentially be sharing this $11 million. Fucking IRS, always got to get a cut of the pie. The Fed's indictment claimed that from 2016 to 2019, Bill and his two accomplices ran an illegal multi-million-dollar TV streaming empire. And looking at the lifestyle, you have to commend Bill on his entrepreneurial spirit. You know, he's literally...
Nigga, look at this fucking, bro. This is all his, bro. That's the craziest part about it, nigga. All this is his. Like, you can't say his YouTube ain't had no, ain't it helped you out, nigga. You can't say that when you have, like, when you see a fat ass mansion sitting, right? You a black male in America. It's fat ass mansion sitting. We don't, mind you, we don't know what you do. That America, they want to keep tabs on what you do, especially when you living better than them. Look at this, my nigga. Look at this. Nigga has a dealership in his front yard. Straight up, look at all of them, bro. It's a dealership in this nigga front yard. He has about, man, like a decent amount of acres of land. Riding bikes through in his backyard with his son and shit, bro. You can't tell me them niggas ain't looking at you, bro. Like, you living a lavish lifestyle. So even if it ain't for the YouTube, nigga, look at your lifestyle you living. You gotta be real chill and discreet when you living with this type of money, my nigga. But you just, man, you making it easy for them niggas. We ain't gonna act like you ain't making it easy when you got this big lifestyle, man.
Literally just a kid, grew up poor under very unfortunate circumstances. You know, he never had a chance like the rest of us that actually had a good childhood, a good upbringing, grew up with loving parents who did everything they could to support, provide, and protect us. You know, not everyone gets that. You know, not everyone gets that luxury in life of having good, loving, supporting parents. And it's sad, but that's just reality. You know, and simply just not having loving, supporting parents to actually push you to be the best version of yourself can actually have very detrimental consequences and impacts on a person's life. So to see Bill come from where he came from, you know, a very difficult upbringing, you know, and making something of himself. Yeah, he broke the law. Yes, he's currently dealing with consequences of his actions. But it's about the drive. It's about the spirit to make a better life for himself than what he's experienced, than what he came from. And through that pain, he persevered and kept driving forward and created a beautiful life. You know, beautiful children with his beautiful wife, Mimi. And I know in his heart, he had no ill intentions towards anyone, towards anybody, and he was out here trying to create. And unfortunately, he stepped on the cable company's toes during that process, and it's unfortunate the circumstances that him and his family are currently dealing with. But I know these 5 years are gonna fly by, and I know when he comes home, you know, he's gonna receive all the love he deserves, and he's gonna go even harder than he did before. It's just this time we have to do everything right, do everything legally, do everything legitimately. Thankfully, Bill already has a very successful and legitimate company, Reloaded World Tour. And I know we touch on many scams here on this channel, but this is not a scam. Head on over to Reloaded World Tour and grab you something that you like to support Bill, his family, and his employees. Some nice pieces over there. And that's one thing I've been seeing a lot of people, you know, wondering about, you know, how's he gonna pay the $11 million in restitution to the cable companies, right?
Man, nigga, look at all them fucking cars in the front yard. That's how, nigga. Them cars alone about $11 million.
When they already took $30 million in assets, and because he failed to report his earnings like an idiot. I can't believe this. He failed to report his earnings. You know, the money he was making between 2016 and 2019. So he also owes an additional $5.7 million, I think it was, in back taxes. So everybody's over here.
And that's just an assumption. He probably wouldn't even have to owe that much if he told them, nigga. That's an assumption that they're making. Well, we don't know how much this nigga's making, and he's not trying to tell us in the right amount of time. So what we're gonna do is overcharge this nigga just so he can get a piece of the cut too. That's crazy.
Like, how is he gonna afford to pay all these millions, right? You know, because it is crazy. But the money to cover some of these debts will come from selling off the assets that the federal authorities have already seized during the 2019 raid.
Giving us any reason.
Annette, would you mind helping her get dressed so we can talk to her about explain what's going on?
Yeah, we'll get her dressed.
I want to know what's going on.
I don't want to speak to anybody right now. I want to put on my pants and like.
The fastest way to succeed as a trader is to maximize profitability and win as many trades.
Are
there any guns in the house?
So we have a federal arrest warrant for Omar. We're going to take him to the Philly FBI office. He's going to get processed there, and then he'll have his initial court appearance later on today, like midday today. and then that's where the judge will like give him a copy of the charges that are against him and let him know.
Okay, are you guys keeping him today or?
You know, they froze multiple bank accounts opened up by Bill and his co-defendants, and they seized a collection of Lamborghinis, Porsches, Bentleys, McLarens, and a portfolio of more than a dozen properties, you know, so that he amassed in the Philadelphia area and surrounding suburbs. And his Swedesboro mansion is being sold off as well. He told the judge that him and his family are planning on moving to a home that they're building in Upland Borough, Delaware County. "I'm only guilty of making money," Bill said in a video posted at the time of the raid, with the title, "The FBI seized everything from me."
Yo, no, this is not clickbait at all. This ain't clickbait.
And since publishing that video, he had a change of heart, admitting to his YouTube audience and the court that he'd committed several felonies. "It just sucks," he said in a video last year. "It sucks to lose my house, to lose properties, money, all my cars, my jewelry. It's an embarrassment." The judge gave Bill until May.
Think about it. This a man who once, man, was shitting on people when it came to money, bro. Ain't come from shit. This a man who rose to the top of the occasion. This nigga got mansions, cars. He could go buy any car from the lot he wanted. He literally had a whole plateau. Nigga riding like a GTA character, GTA Online character. And imagine living like that one day and waking up the next day and all of that's gone. You got a family, you got kids, you got a wife who was all happy. Now look, you gotta put them niggas, you gotta have them niggas in the same situation that you were in as an adolescent. That's crazy. That would hurt anybody, bro. Just even being in that situation. I'm pretty sure he didn't want to bring his child up and struggle and strife, and he didn't want his child to be subjected to his father going to jail, because that's what he had to deal with. But that's crazy that he's in that same scenario and he repeated the process.
8 to begin serving his sentence. Until then, he remained free on bond, and in videos, he seemed to be taking on the looming incarceration pretty well.
Let me let you in on a little secret. I look so damn good in this tracksuit that I can only go out at nighttime. If not, I get covered with girls. Let's go.
Son of a biscuit eater.
Relax, baby. Wait till I wear the white one.
Gotcha.
So the fat ass owner of ReloadedMerch.com always puts things at a low price, and I was able to save some money and buy myself a Hellcat. And I look so good standing up that I don't even want to ride my Harley no more. I don't even need this damn scooter. This tracksuit's so fast. Watch.
I don't want to see all this shit. That shit funny as hell, guy.
Okay, I'm reloaded. I'm fucking lightning.
Oh, this is.
All right, guys. I put a lot of effort into that. Go to ReloadedUniverse.com so you can look as good as me and the ladies be all over you. You can go from a Honda to a Hellcat, a Harley to a scooter, and you can run fast as me. Let's go.
Prosecutors had sought out to imprison him for more than a decade, which is just crazy to me. He didn't kill anyone. I mean, Jesus. And then the Instagram post.
I saw the niggas wanted. They had enough charges to stack on them to give him 500 years, which is bullshit, bro. He like, okay, he took you niggas money. He made a fool of you niggas, but anybody could have. They just exposed the glitch in your system. If anything, he helped you out. Okay, you might have lost money in the process, but think of how many other niggas could have did that exact same scam and got away with it. He helped you niggas out. That's why I said I don't think 500 years was even worth it. My nigga, what? Why you think this man 500 years? He hasn't hurt anybody. He's been doing nothing but spreading positivity.
After the hearing, he said a sentence that was less than half of what was a good outcome. Maybe it's salvation for my fat ass to lose some weight anyways. I got nothing but love for you, Bill. You know, watching you as a young man, you inspired me, you know, to push myself and go even harder towards my own goals. And I'll forever thank you for that. The cable companies may hate you, man, but I certainly don't.
Yes, sir.
And I can't wait for you to come home.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, you know you will, man. But y'all boys already know the vibe, man. That's the end of the video. It's like a 20-minute video. We ain't never had a 20-minute video like that. I mean, a while, man. But yeah, I want to say y'all boys this, man. It's how me and Hellcat. This is what really happened. How the indictment really rolled out. Thank y'all boys again for the subs, for the love you've been getting the videos recently. Yes, have a nice day, man.